Girl, I needed that water, honey. Well, hey, bitch. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another quick chat. Okay, before we get into the quick chat, I have to tell you guys, thank you all so much. Thank you for all of the congratulations. The Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope that is going to be an amazing year for all of us. Okay. So yes, thank you guys so much for the congratulations. For a lot of people that did not know, really a lot of people did not know. Okay. I had my baby a few days before Christmas. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But y'all probably couldn't even tell the difference because the content was still coming. Okay. And understand that the content will continue to come. All right. A lot of people are like, Jamie, I'm gonna miss you when you take your break, this and that. And I'm like, girl, who said that? Who said that? Who said anything about taking a break? Okay. I will not be taking a long, extensive break at all, but I'll take my breaks as needed, if that makes sense. Okay. Like yesterday, I didn't work at all. I ain't do no content, I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that was a break for me. So I'll take my breaks, definitely as needed. Okay. For the people that are wondering, baby is doing very, very good. Him is just so precious. Him is so sweet. And me love him so much. Okay. So yes, okay, all is going definitely well over here. And as you can see, I'm getting better every day. Okay. So there's that. Just a quick little update because I know the people was over there wondering, girl. I definitely dropped maternity pics and it was giving every bit of late. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Better than late than never. This is what they say. Okay. Please forgive me. Better late than never. All right. But baby has been here. Okay. So anywho, I wanted to come and just chit chat with y'all about a few things today. Not a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? Just a few things that's been out here in the land. Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to talk about Tamar too. So I'm about to make a note that I want to chat about Tamar. So first of all, did y'all hear that Monica, the singer, one of my favorite singers, for a long time, Monica was like my number one like favorite singer, like that girl, like back then, like when people were doing Brandy versus Monica, I always leaned towards Monica because I just could relate to a lot of her music, like Ring the Bell, what is that song? I love kicking it with you, me and you getting it on, so baby, and boy, to play my song. But anywho, I think it was called Kicking It With You. I can't remember, but it was from the first album. Like I always had been able to like connect with a lot of Monica's music, like Street Symphony. I used to didn't even like the Misty Blue song, but it really grew on me. Like that Street Symphony, that album, I think that's the name of it, the blue one. That still go to this day. Hello. So shout out to Monica. But I did hear that she passed out. Not sure exactly what happened as to what caused Monica to pass out. But girl, when I first read some of these headlines, and y'all need to get y'all headlines together when y'all reporting, because girl, I thought Monica had passed away. Girl, I couldn't even get to the second line. Okay. The way some of y'all headlines was ringing, R&B singer Monica passes, and then you got to go to the next line to see what the hell was said. Oh, passes out. Girl, I thought she passes away. Oh, girl, y'all had me so shooketh, nervous, worried. Okay. I wonder what happened. The first thing that came to my mind was like dehydration. I feel like Monica probably be on the go and 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 go. I could be totally wrong, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. Not sure what the further details were about what happened with Monica. But I'm like, girl, my biggest issue is y'all headlines making it seem like that lady passed away. Okay. And then, when they put a certain image up, it's like, girl, what? All right. And really, it ain't their fault. It's really my fault, high key. It's a lot of our faults because it just lets you know how much we really be reading sometimes when we get to the headline. I be having to read stuff over and over. Like I just read the first few things, but I also get down in the caption area so I can get the full details or whatever. But it hasn't been clear from what I've seen as to why exactly Monica passed out. And I don't think that she's necessarily addressed it as if she really should. And I don't think that a lot of us would have known that she passed out had a fan not captured the footage from a certain part of the stage and they saw her, So either way, I hope that Monica is getting the healing that she needs. She's resting, she's hydrated and everything. And she's just getting to like a better place so she can move on and do whatever else she needs to do. I just hope that she's feeling better for real, because girl, that's scary as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that she knows why she passed out, because a lot of people have passed out and they haven't been very sure as to why they have passed the hell out. Because I remember I had somebody when I used to work at a particular location. This young lady passed out in front of me, and I thought she was joking at first. And I'm like, oh my God, no, she's not. She's like, she legit fell out. She passed out. And she's passed out a few times after that. And I think she had something like a blood issue or something that she learned later, and then she ended up going back home or whatnot. But yeah, so girl, it took her a minute to find out why she kept blanking out and fainting, passing out or whatever. So I hope that Monica is able to at least understand what happened, what could have caused her to, completely pass out. But that's what's going on with Monica. Next up, I want to talk about Funky Dineva real quick, because y'all know Funky Dineva, I really like Funky. You know what I'm saying? I've liked Funky for many, many years. Used to watch him really back in the day with a lot of, big time YouTubers. Like, I'm talking, I think it was like 2010, 2011. So he's been around for a very long time. I actually got a chance to meet Funky. Matter of fact, I forgot about that. I met him at a Love and Hip Hop premiere quite a few years ago when I first moved to Atlanta, and he was so nice. I walked up to him, wanted to get a picture. I was like, my hair is laid. Like, can I get a photo? He was like, absolutely. It was so sweet. But anyway, Funky Dineva was a part of a show called TGIF over on Fox Soul with Claudia Jordan and Al Reynolds, and he recently made an announcement letting people know that he will no longer be on the show as the new year comes in. And I immediately, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, so did they let him go because of the Chloe Bailey comments or something like that? And he pretty much stood 10 toes, in my opinion, down on what he said. Could it have been that? And he also said that the only reason why he was coming to the front to address it pretty much was because the executives called him and y'all wanted him to talk about it, but I don't think he really gave like a real apology for real. So I was wondering if it was that, but according to Funky, whatever the rumors are that are out there, he's saying that that's not true. And the reason why he won't be a part of Fox Soul anymore is because of the contractual obligations. Not so much as the obligation, but girl, the lack of pay. And I kind of believe it. I feel like that's just not with Fox Soul. I feel like that's a lot of places in entertainment, which is why the actors were on the strike that they were on. Hello? Okay, because people be wanting to use you up, use your time, use your likeness. Hey, Miss Ariane, how are you, honey? Use your likeness, use your brand, or whatever the case is, and not want to properly compensate you for that. I don't know what Funky Dineva was getting paid in comparison to Al and Claudia, but I would hope he would be making a great amount. You know what I'm saying? A high, somewhere up like super high. But anyway. Obviously whatever it wasn't enough, so he decided once his contract ended at the end of December that he wasn't going to come back because they weren't willing to give him more money. And I don't really blame him for that. I can't even blame him for wanting to get the fuck up off the table, because the Fox Soul TGIF is primarily only on YouTube, from my understanding. I know that they started getting to a place where they were being in studio, and I know he lives in Florida, so I was wondering if he would have to like relocate and go to be in the studio more often versus doing the virtual setup, kind of like, when the pandemic and stuff. So I was wondering about that. But yeah, I was wondering about that. But anywho, I don't blame him for wanting to like not move forward with that, because it's primarily on the YouTube platform, and that's where Funky really built himself up at, is YouTube. So I hate to say it, but his Slick was giving that he don't really, girl, I hate to say this, because what I'm thinking is, girl, he don't really need y'all. That's what I like. He don't really need Fox Soul. Not necessarily, but I do think that it looks great on his resume. I think that he brought a lot of viewers and everything over to that particular show, because if you're not regularly getting the content from Funky Dineva on his own YouTube page, and you want to hear his perspective about different stories, you're going to go over to TGIF so that you can hear what he has to say, what his opinion is about certain topics. And I just don't blame him when you do the math. And it, like he said in his video, he was like, I could do 2 videos and I can make whatever they were paying me over the course of, I guess, I don't know if it was like monthly or per show or whatever it is. He could drop 1 or 2 videos and make the money. He actually posted a screenshot on his page of 2 videos. This man got 50,000 views in 4 hours. And then another video that he did about leaving Fox, though, I think they got over 120 some thousand. And he was like, okay, so is the math making sense for y'all now? And I'm like, Funky, You didn't even have to post this, baby, because the math made sense the moment you said it out your mouth. Honestly, the math made sense a little bit, girl, when you posted the video originally. Yeah, it made sense when they asked hired you. And who wouldn't take on that opportunity to be attached to a much larger label, not label, but network or whatnot, a bigger name. It looks great on his resume. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I saw him over there on Dish Nation doing some work, in the near future. I thought he was also working on a local radio show too. I thought, don't quote me on that, but I thought he was working on that. But I'm like, I could see Funky having his own show at some point, kind of like a little Wendy Williams or whatnot. Yeah, I could see him doing some. I think now that he's not a part of Fox Soul and he's had that experience, it might be time to go play bigger ball. Yeah, do your YouTube. And then that's another thing I was thinking about, right? Outside of, playing bigger ball, where else can you go from here? I think he probably got some other things in the works that he wants to work on or whatever. But outside of that, I think what I'm thinking about is how I think Funky likes to be able to, as a lot of commentators, say what they want to say on their platform and not have somebody in the back of their head telling them, oh, you need to apologize about this. Oh, you need to do that. You need to da. And I don't know, but I kind of feel like that may have played a role too. Like, girl, and my words ain't got to be scrutinized, you know what I'm saying, by executives or anything. When I'm doing stuff on my own platform. Once I say what I got to say and I hop off, I let the girls say what they want to say in the comments. They're going to be mad. But guess what? More than anything, they're going to be back. Hello? And when they come back, they probably going to agree with something else that I said. They may not have agreed with that. We're not going to always agree on stuff. We see things differently. We different type of human beings, have different experiences. It is what it is. So he probably is like, that's another thing. Like, why would I go over here, work for less, work more, work for less, hello, and then have the things that I say be scrutinized by whoever, when I can go to my own platform, the same amount of energy I'm giving to y'all, I could give to my self. And I'm gonna make even more, and I ain't gotta be scrutinized on this, that. I'm gonna say what I gotta say and I can move on, because I'm gonna always be Funky. See, the brand is me. Okay. When I get up and I walk off and I leave, it's still gonna be here with me. Okay. So I mean, listen, I don't fault him for wanting to go ahead and skip out on the plug and be like, girl, I'm not gonna renew this what contract. Ain't no new contract, girl. We going in on a new year, new me, new opportunities. Okay. Period. And so I'm with him on that. If he wants to leave Foxo, I mean, I know Claudia and Al definitely said that, he was never fired and that they love him. He's always able to come back. He's welcome to come back at any moment or whatnot. So we'll see. Okay. We'll see. I do think that the relationship between the three is genuine. That is just my opinion. But what is given on the network, I don't know. Because when he posted his views on what he got on his page, and then he said, is the math making sense or something like that? Then he said hashtag no shade. I'm like, I don't know. Is there an issue with Foxhole? But you're saying that it isn't one with Foxhole. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, that definitely had me wondering. But at the end of the day, I think the decision does make sense to not be a part of that. Like, once you've connected yourself with a larger network, and you've done that, it's okay to move on to something else. I mean, I'm just thinking, it makes me think about Taraji P. Henson, which is funny because I think that he was quoting something that Taraji said. I can't remember exactly, but I remember him leaving something in the comments. But I also think he said it in the video. But this is what I don't know if he was mentioning the same thing that I'm about to mention. But I remember years ago when Taraji P. Henson been said, and she's been reiterating that in more recent interviews that she's been doing since The Color Purple is dropping. But she talked about years ago how she does not like to take the same roles. She always needs a role that's going to challenge her or scare her in some capacity. And I always thought that was great, because you can be typecast as an actor. When you see certain people always playing a particular role, the bad guy or whatever, girl, they typecast. Okay. And because they want to always get work, they're gonna do it anyway, because that's just how they is. Let me go, hey, something better than nothing. So yeah, so because of that, when I think about that aspect of Taraji P. Henson not wanting to continue to work on the same type of project, maybe that played a role in him wanting to like, hey, I've done this already. I've checked this off of my list of accomplishments. I've worked with this major network. I'm done. Okay. 2-3 years, however long I've been on this platform is great and it's enough. Now I can move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Now I could play, in my opinion, bigger ball because your name is out there. You still have some of the relationships, the networks, the connections, and everything. So so yeah, I say go do Dish Nation, see if you can get over there on ETV and do all this other. Hey, go for it, honey. Either way, get luck. All right, so that's that when it comes to Funky Dineva. Next up, I want to talk about Miss Erica Campbell. Okay, let me go ahead and get that up on the screen real quick because Erica Campbell had a conversation with her daughter, and this is so old, right? It's like 5 years old. But what I will say is that it's starting to resurface. Okay, it is definitely starting to resurface, and it was a conversation she was having with, I think it could be her oldest daughter, about her daughter's weight and like colorism. And when I saw the clip on social media, I was kind of like, I felt like Erica was a bit dismissive to her child. She wasn't necessarily listening to her, but I feel like it was hard for her to really understand her daughter. She felt uncomfortable with the conversation, number one, not knowing how to properly have that conversation with her daughter. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about stuff like that, especially when you're a person that may not have experienced any of what your child is going through. You know what I'm saying? But then you don't always have to experience it to be able to, connect with your child and what they're going through for real, for real. But I want to play that and let y'all just hear what she had to say. Okay, so let me get that up on the screen. And I'm not going to show the video because I ain't trying to get flagged by YouTube, girl. So I'm just going to play the audio for you guys to go ahead and check out what she had to say. So let's get into this.
I feel like something was bothering Krista about school more than she was letting on. I don't want to put her on the spot with the whole family. That probably would make her uncomfortable, and I don't want that.
Is there an issue?
Not an issue. It's more like just something that I kind of noticed. If you look at all my friends, church and school, I'm a chubby friend. And it's not like, oh God, I just have accepted it,
You're not the fat friend, Chris.
I noticed that I'm left out. And other guys and talk to them, I'm left out. I'm left to the side. And I think that's why.
Guys talk to you.
It's different. It is.
And do you think it has something to do with your size?
Absolutely. I know it is. I'm not saying that no guys want chubby girls. I'm just saying that that's personally me.
But I don't think that's the case. I think that's the way you're saying it.
Because it's not that I'm ugly or something. Am I ugly?
No.
Why would she ask me that? Why would she ask me, am I ugly? I'm your mama. I only see beauty in your eyes.
My size of
No, baby. You're gorgeous. Look at this face. This is my face. It's brown. It's a combination.
That's something too. A lot of the guys like light skin girls.
Like what?
A lot of the guys like light skin girls. Look at our family. Look at the family. You and Dad, light skin, dark skin. Auntie and Uncle Ted, light skin, dark skin. Auntie and Uncle Des, light skin, dark skin. Two dark skin families is Auntie Lisa, Uncle Errol, and Nana and Grandpa.
That's still two. It's not. Look at all these beautiful brown women in the world. Look at Gabrielle Union. She's brown,
wait,
gorgeous, amazing husband. Look at Kelly Rowland, beautiful. Like, these are beautiful brown women everywhere.
Mom, think about
all around you.
You're light skin, so you don't really know exactly how it feels,
All these things that you want to have answers to, sometimes I don't. And right now I don't. What to do, what to tell her, how to lift her, how to make her smile, how to tell her not to worry. I got to figure it out.
All right, so y'all just pretty much heard everything of what was said between Erica Campbell and her daughter, who I believe is like a adult now. I believe she's a grown young woman at this particular time. Okay, so I didn't really like this. I felt like she was dismissive. I felt like she wasn't really understanding or listening to her daughter. Like her daughter said, if you look at all my friend groups, even at church, at school, wherever, I'm the chubby friend. And then her mama immediately responds talking about you're not the chubby friend, such and such. And I'm just like, do you not see her friends? Like, it's okay to be honest with your child and say, I understand, I see what you're saying. Why are you wanting to change some things about yourself? Like, what made you think more about this? And, like yada, yada, whatever. But to immediately lead with, you're not the fat friend. You're not the chubby friend, instead of trying to get an understanding. I don't know. I think she immediately, and I'm not trying to say Erica was like completely wrong. I don't think that, how do I want to say it? Parents don't always get it right. Okay, so I don't want to like condemn her or anything and come down on her. I think it was just she just wasn't really prepared fully for that conversation, or how to have that talk with her daughter. And I feel like a lot of people may be like that. But I think she probably should have did more listening and trying to gain like an understanding of what's been going on in her mind, if there's any changes or anything that she's trying to make or whatever. And, you can still just remind her how beautiful she is to you. But sometimes with kids, they don't be hearing you because you the parent, and they feel like you're going to say that anyway because you the parent. Like, of course you think that, but I'm not coming to you based on how you think. I'm coming to you based on how others may view me. So yeah, and then when the daughter was talking about how, most of the guys like light-skinned girls, she's not lying. I mean, that's what it is. Like, a lot of them do. Once they get older and they mature more, some of them may go for the darker skinned girls. But when you in like high school and junior high and stuff like that, like, chances are they are going to choose a lighter girl over you. That's not all of the guys, okay, but that is, I do believe, most of them, the light-skinned girls. And then light-skinned girls have an issue because they gotta deal with the girls that are mixed, okay, because then they prefer the girls that are more mixed than the lighter tone girls, right? Or they'll even prefer a girl that's Mexican now, not just Mexican, but like she could be white, whatever it is. And then they'll go to the mixed girls, and then they'll go to the light skinned girl. Then it's the dark skinned girl after they about and got rejected by everybody else. So what this young lady was saying 5 years ago was actual factual. Her mother may not be able to relate because she is lighter and probably was picked or chosen or whatever, or had more crushes than other folks. So whatever the case is, maybe she couldn't fully, relate. But I also didn't like how the mom was saying that when the girl was started to mention like, oh, well, mama, I just feel like a lot of the guys like lighter women. Like, you could look at it today, you and daddy, auntie such and such, and her husband, and then you got this person and that person, and the only dark skinned couple we got is grandma and grandpa, whatever. She's naming all of these people, and then you immediately cut her off, deflect, tell this girl, no, look at Kelly Rowland, look at Gabrielle Union. First of all, why are you mentioning other celebrities when this girl is literally looking at the people that she has access to, her own damn family members? She's looking at those individuals. Okay, it's happening around her. These are things that she sees on a regular basis. She may not be looking up a Gabrielle Union all the time, or a damn Kelly Rowland or anything. She's looking at people she interacts with on the regular. So it just shows that Erica just wasn't ready. She wasn't prepared for that conversation. And I'm not saying she should have been, but I feel like sometimes you should just listen. Just listen. All right. When you listen and you get an understanding, then at some point, I think it's going to help you with how you should respond to situations like that. So like I say, I don't really want to come down on Erica too much about that, because some part of me feel like she can't relate. She tried to, handle that conversation the best way she could have, but girl, it was just wrong. You don't dismiss your child's feelings. I will say that. Don't dismiss what they actively telling you. And then when they're giving you, sources or examples or whatever of what is actually being shown, like, don't sit up there and deflect or dismiss and bring up some damn celebrities or whatever the case. Yeah, granted, you're a celebrity too, but do she be around them like that? I'm sure she don't be around no damn Gabrielle Union and no Kelly Rowland and no whoever else you was finna sit up there and name. And the gag for me was the fact that you named Gabrielle Union, Kelly Rowland, but you couldn't come up with nobody else that you could really name. Which should also let you know how limited it is when it comes to dark skin, whatever it is this young lady was mentioning. So, girl, stop that. But anywho, it is what it is. I just wanted to, mention that, but you guys can continue to share your thoughts about it down below. Next, though, let me talk about Cardi B ass real quick. Cardi, I do like you, girl. I do, but girl, it's giving here. You're getting on my nerves, okay? I know you went off on your fans because you ain't go off on me, girl. You went off on them folks, okay? And and you was upset with them, these people that did a book and everything, you was talking about how expensive this a book was or whatever, and then now you told me you finna burn the books or throw the books in the trash and all this other shit you over there talking about. These people spend their good money. Then what else? You said that you want to teach people a lesson, so you gonna smash your husband or whatever, and then next thing you know, you come back talking about some oh, I know I cursed at my fans the other day or whatever. Then she mentioned something about a billboard. I guess the fans supposedly got her ass a billboard. I refuse to believe. And if y'all did this, y'all are delulu. Okay. I refuse to believe that these people that made your ass a book, that you done sat up here and got ripped the hell, or you said you was gonna burn up and cuss these folk the hell out, and then turned around and they done got you a billboard. Girl, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that they did that, but I believe she mentioned that that's what happened. Okay, shortly after that, we see her and Offset in the club hanging out. She comes online to let us know that it was New Year's Eve. They was having a good time. It was awkward. He in his booth, she in her booth. So she was like, just come over here, like, let's just have fun, let's have a good time or whatever. And then she mentions how she gets DICK that night. First of all, Cardi, let's be honest, y'all was celebrating in two different booths according to you, but you were saying how good that man looked to you. Okay, and you needed to let your you were sexually frustrated and you needed to get it out. Okay, and for you to come to the internet to tell us that you fucked on your husband, you got some DICK, we don't care. All right, you're still not learning your lesson about keeping your business off the internet as we come into 2024, bitch. Learn something from this. We were rooting for you. Learn something from this. Stop coming down here telling us anything about what's happening in your life, because when people start judging it accordingly, then you're gonna be sent over here trying to chew them the hell up. Okay, save it. We don't give a damn about you hunching on your fucking husband. Nobody really, even if you are the fans and she was saying that y'all was over here digging in details, saying Cardi don't go back to him or whatever the case. Girl, that's her. Let them folk do whatever the hell they gonna do. If Cardi want to sit there and continue to deal with Offset and his bullshit, girl, let her, because they dealing with each other's bullshit. It's not just on one side. Let them folk do what the hell they gonna do. Stop dipping in these folk. They are married. So even if she says she's separated, he's still married. And y'all would be a fool to think that she not over there. What is it? Poe going on his dick, bouncing on his anyway. Girl, you a fool to think that she not. Come on now. Girl, she loves some Offset Z. Okay, I get Offset on. I get Offset off. How she said it? I told him the other day we should sell that. Listen. But anyway, girl, that's just what she said. Girl, let's talk about Halle and DDG, since we want to talk about people putting their business out there but don't want nobody to talk about DDG. Knock, knock. Who's there? You with your stupid. Come here. Let me have a talk. Come have a seat. How you doing? Okay, listen, baby. Don't bring your to YouTube and literally do the original Joe Budden style, okay? Because people be forgetting, like, the original vlogger for me, girl, was Joe Budden. Remember when Joe Budden used to do like them reality shows and stuff like that? He was doing all of that shit back in the day, like what, 2007 or something like that. He was doing this shit a long, periodically time ago before the other people really started doing it. But I think he would put it on like a website versus like a YouTube, I think. But anywho, don't be coming to social media doing these vlogs and stuff, letting people in on your day-to-day, your life, all of this and that. Okay, so first of all, let's go back. Okay, so for the people that don't know, because I know you like, Jamie, what you talking about? Okay, so first of all, DDG does a live, or at least he's on his Snapchat or somewhere, TikTok, wherever. And he's answering some of the questions of the fans. He's upset because y'all know for Christmas he gifted Holly like a I think a Birkin bag and a Tiffany bracelet and some other stuff. Okay, people started to dig through the video and find different clues to confirm that Holly has indeed had a baby who they believe is a little girl. They found a bassinet, they found a diaper bag, you can hear a baby crying in the back. They found a gift with the name Halo on it, and they pieced together a video that he did, I guess a few months or years ago or whenever, and the question was asked to him, what would he name his daughter if he had, or his child if he ever had one? He said Halo. Okay, so now people are piecing things together and believing that Holly indeed did give birth. Now, keep in mind, back in April, on April Fool's Day, DDG dropped a ultrasound picture. So when he dropped that ultrasound picture, people start thinking, what, is Holly pregnant? Like, whose ultrasound picture is this? What's the hell really going on? Well, guess what? BITCH. Okay, I got pregnant at the top of April 2, around that April Fool's Day. Hello? Or a few days after that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Dreamville Festival. Anyway, girl. Okay. So you would be due around the same time as me, bitch. Hello. So it's just so ironic that you would be out here showing your body now. Duh. Hello. I believe she was pregnant, but it ain't my business. I'm gonna let that lady announce what she wanna announce. Just like I dropped my maternity pics late after the baby already been here. Okay, so that what she want to do. I'm gonna let her do whatever it is that she wants to do. I hate when these reactions are on. I have to always make sure I cut those off. But anyway, okay. I'm letting like do whatever it is she wants to do with her baby, but okay. So he's upset about that, in my opinion. And he comes to the front and says, y'all be too worried about what other folks got going on. Y'all getting on my nerves, like y'all always in people's business, whatever. He said, go touch some grass. Okay. He tells people, go touch some grass, go get some money, go do something. And I'm like, and baby, guess what? After they do all of those things you're telling them to do, they're still going to come back and they're going to be in your business. Okay. You know why? Because you made it a lifestyle for people to be in your business. You came to social media, YouTube, doing your vlogs, turning into a rapper, all of this other stuff that you were out here doing. Okay. You use the people to gain the views and to monetize off of them to get the lifestyle that you have today. Okay. On top of you gaming and doing all of this other stuff, you have the people invested in you. So then now that these people have become invested in your ass, and now granted, I will say that some fans do go too far. I will give you that. Okay. Because all of the researching and piecing together and this and that is a bit too much. If they are with a child, let them folks announce it how they want to. Okay. Maybe this young lady is under contract. All right. Maybe she can't say anything because she's under contract. And once that contract is over, she'll reveal the child. Girl, that's gonna be messy as hell if the child is revealed at the age of 3 years old. Girl, that's messy. But anyway, moral of the story is I understand where he's coming from, but then I also feel like you're being hella disrespectful to your fans too at the same time. I mean, they are being disrespectful, but it's like you telling these folks go touch grass, go get money. How you know they wasn't standing on the grass when they were searching your shit? Girl, maybe they took a break outside. How you don't know them folks was laying in the grass? Hello, at a nice little picnic researching your shit. Talk about getting money. Maybe they was doing that too. Maybe they was on the clock getting money while they researching your shit. While you over there trying to tell somebody what they need to do. Guess what? And at the end of the day, them folks still gonna be in your business because you cultivated and created a space for them to do so. And now that they're going overboard, or now that they really doing it, you want to sit up here and feel like, oh, it's a problem. Y'all need to fall back. This, that, and the other. And as much as I'm with you, I'm not at the same time. Girl, I'm over here like this. Like, you got a point. No, the hell you don't. Like, girl, that's how I'm in the middle. Okay. That's how I feel about that. They all in your stuff. So it is what it is, you know? And then let's be honest now. I also feel like you should have never, if she was pregnant, you should have never put, or is pregnant, whatever the case is, you should have never put that ultrasound picture up on April Fool's Day. Talk about some damn April Fools. That wasn't no damn April Fools. I think you put it out there with excitement. And then she probably said, no, don't do that. Why would you do that? No, nobody's supposed to know. You're going to mess up my contract. Like, hello. So, girl, go ahead. But that's that with DDG. Just wanted to get my thoughts on that. Let me go ahead and wrap Super Cent up real quick. Super Cent. I've never really been a fan, and it's no disrespect at all. I swear it's not. I've never understood the hype. Only thing I knew was that this woman, from my understanding, went to prison, came out, created some type of makeup line, Crayola, crayon, something cute, and it blew up, and she became this big person. Okay, this big local person down in New Orleans, and then grew bigger. Okay, that's all I really knew about Miss Super. But what else did I want to say about her? So recently, her and her man got into it. I think his name is Razor, whatever it was. I kind of knew some of the details, but not a whole lot, because I had to block Super Cent at one point. Because she just used to be in the comments of everything so much when like the blue checks and stuff was out. Like, she was just doing too fucking much, like, in the comments. I don't know if they was getting paid or whatever. And it was just certain people I got tired of seeing that kind of got blocked, like Just Hilarious, Super Cent, and it was a few other people that I blocked. I mean, I think Just Hilarious is on block now, but not that I ain't really like her. It was just I got tired of seeing their ass in the comments. Like, why every time we come to the comments, y'all be like the first ones there? Like, shut the hell up. But anyway, with Super Scent, she has this boyfriend. They got into it on the highway at some point. She came, she came to social media to let us know that they got into an altercation. He put his hands on her and how she wished that she would have been able to dodge the licks that he gave her. He comes out, put a statement out, talk about how he wants to be with his girl and this, that, and the other. And here's the point. The point is, Super Scent came to do another live to speak on details of what happened between them in the car. And basically what I learned and what I took from it was that she overhyped the situation. She said that she took licks from this man when all the man did was snatch her damn glasses off. Now here, sir, you're wrong. Because I feel like just because a person is ignoring you and they're not answering you, you have absolutely no right to snatch anything off of them because they ignoring you. Why would you do that? I ain't like that, okay? So when he snatched her glasses off her face, her sunglasses, she punched his ass in his face. And then she gonna come to social media and play in the people's face, talk about something. I felt like you hit me when you did that. Because he snatched your glass, you feel like he hit you? But I will say this too, though. That's how some people react. When you violate their space, they gonna bop your ass in your face. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it, and she knocked out some of his veneers. But it's like Super, when you bring it to the internet and you really let us know the details, it's really giving that you played the situation. You talking about how you should have dodged licks when he was the one that seemed like he should have dodged licks. And that's just messed, like, that's not a good look, girl. That's not a good look. The people are dragging you in the comment section. You even admitted that you lied. You put 20 on 10 and said that you should have dodged them leaks, even though that's not what happened at all. And it was crazy because you were more upset because when he pulled the car over on the side of the road, you got out the car, didn't want to talk to him, and he dragged you back to the car. Once again, sir, I'm not on your side either. Because one, you should have never snatched her glasses off. And two, why the fuck is you putting your hands on her to drag her back to the car after she done knocked your veneers out your damn mouth? And all you did was knock the glasses off. So you should know if you dragging and pulling on her, she finna really diddy bop the fuck out you. Okay, once again, you overstepping your boundaries and putting your hands, you know what I'm saying, on her or whatever it is, violating her space is what I'll say. So you're not right in this either, even though everybody coming down on Super Scent. But the problem too, Super, you sit over here upset because you worried about how other people are going to view you. What? Like you worried about who gonna see that y'all out here fighting or whatever the case. You more worried about that. Okay, girl. I guess because I guess if the cops would have came, you would have been the one going to jail had they walked up and saw that man damn veneers out his mouth. But because he's also a man too, and they would have saw this man dragging you, y'all both would have been locked the fuck up. Okay, so both of y'all handled this situation irresponsibly. And when she was over there talking, about the situation, I'll be honest, I was watching it on the Shade Room, but I was skipping through some of the video because I couldn't get through all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was focused on the veneers. They look like dentures, so I was like, I can't really hear everything she's saying, so let me just try to skip to where she really gets to the point. But anywho, that's what was really going on with Super Scent and him. She's saying that they not together. Girl, I wouldn't be surprised if a few months pass and by Valentine's Day, I'll say that I wouldn't be surprised if they were back together. Hello. I don't know if y'all just wanted to trend or what the hell y'all got going on for the new year, but miss us with this. Go away from us with this, please. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on the Super Scent situation. Okay. Next up, let's get into Tamar. Now, last month or whatever, y'all know Tamar has been on her tour for Love and War tour, whatever it is, like the 10-year anniversary, however many anniversary. Okay. Now she has a close friend, James Wright, who has gone viral, years ago regarding Patti LaBelle. So those two are pretty close now, right? Well, Chrisean Rock was invited on this tour for whatever reason, and I really do not understand. Because y'all have nothing in common. Like, why are you inviting this girl? Like, I mean, are you trying to barter her audience or something? Like, what the fuck? Because it was just weird that Chrisean even went to her concert and was expected to perform. Girl, what the fuck? Like, do you really think the 30-plus-year-olds that came to listen to your songs want to hear Chrisean? Clownery at its best. But anyway, so What ended up happening while Krishan was there was the fact that James Wright ended up getting assaulted. All right, got assaulted by Krishan, and nobody was speaking on it except for one man who I believe his name is like L. Davis on Instagram. So he came out, told all of the tea after speculation was already happening that his good friend James Wright had been assaulted. So once that tea came out, people started asking, you know, Tamar to say something like, "Are you gonna speak on it? What you gonna do?" She didn't want to say shit. She didn't want to address it. I guess she didn't want to make Krishan mad. So I think Krishan also got on social media and said some slick shit or whatever. I think trying to deflect, but then also at the same time, she was showing how bloody her hand was. Okay. So anywho, because everything pretty much spiraled out of control, Tamar decided, according to L. Davis, to remove him from the tour. So he's no longer a part of the tour. So she's continuing to press forward. Okay. Now, and he was talking real greasy about her as last week. I will say that. Okay, he started dragging her, and then she, you know, kind of gave her little 2 cents or whatever on social media where she wasn't being direct, but she was kind of being subliminal with her stuff, but we all knew who she was talking to. So anywho, fast forward to the new week, and the video leaks of the prayer circle with Tamar and her sister, Toni Braxton. So Krishan literally walks in, interrupts the prayer, and starts trying to hold hands. You could see the immediate discomfort on Tamar's face, but when she realizes it's Krishan and they're recording, she tries to just act like she's unbothered, right? So then Krishan coming in there trying to grab Toni Braxton's hand, baby. Toni kept that hand behind her back, and I am Toni Braxton. I do not like your spirit. I cannot pray with and for everybody. Okay. And I damn sure don't want them praying with or for me, bitch. Hello? And you are definitely one of those specimens. So, girl, don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Okay. I'm trying not to move too hard while we praying with the Lord, but you need to scoot over just a little bit. Okay. So that was a cackle. So then Tamar decides to come to social media and say, to put my sister out there, to come for my sister, this and that, who's been battling lupus and this and that, is where I draw the line, and it's so disrespectful and this and that. And I said, Tamar, baby, I have nothing against Tamar. I actually like Tamar. People be dragging Tamar. Tamar can do too much sometimes, but I really like Tamar. But Tamar, let me get into you for a little bit. Don't sit up here and tell us nothing about your sister's condition when you two have disrespected the fuck out your sister with her having her own condition. Let's not and say that we did. Okay. So anywho, what else happened? So that video went viral. So Tamar decided that she was gonna go to social media and monetize. First of all, let's get into it before I get into what she did. When L. Davis came out and told what happened, I do believe that he was getting clowned or whatever, or Tamar said something, the team, whatever, people had problems with him speaking on it because James Wright hasn't spoken on it. Everybody was kind of touching on it, but James didn't speak on it. James finally came to the front and kind of admitted what happened, but I don't think he showed his face on camera. Okay, so it took a minute. And it also took Tamar a long ass time to really even address it. And Tamar, these people are doing things for you. They are on this tour to support you. They are helping you. I do feel like you owe it to your fans and to, more importantly, the people that you know that come out and support you, to support them back and to be a voice for them when necessary. And I feel like this was a situation that was necessary, and you could have diffused a lot of it. You should have been the one addressing any rumors before L. Davis had to say anything, but that's just my personal. Okay. So now that the video has leaked and you want to say, oh, for anybody to leak this video to TMZ for monetary gain and this, that, and the other, you know, is really sad, blah, 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 blah. But then you decide to get your own monetary gain, go over to your YouTube channel, upload this video on the YouTube, okay, showing everything. And what she pretty much shown from what I saw in the video, let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it up because y'all know how YouTube do, but y'all can go to Tamar Braxton page. I just want to see if it's still up here. But what I did see in the video was James' lips. His lip was definitely busted. Matter of fact, I am gonna play some of this video. So let me go ahead and do just that. Let me go ahead and share this screen. We are gonna get into it just a little bit. Hopefully she ain't got no music or nothing playing in the video, but we are gonna get into it just a little bit and see exactly what Tamar is saying happened over here.
Praise the Lord, saints. I had to get on here because Tony's not going to say nothing. And the last time somebody said something about me, everybody was like, don't defend yourself, but today is the day. It is D-Day. So we're going to finally talk about it. So let's talk about it.
I just wanted you to defend James. How you about to defend yourself now?
So this video today was leaked from my dressing room, which usually I have no one in my dressing room before a show when it's time to pray. It's just, my immediate staff, right? So when Krishan walked in, the reason why my face looked like what is because, like, first of all, who is it? And why wasn't nobody stopped at the door? 2, Tony and Krishan did not know who each other was. All right. So Tony was like, well, who is this person coming in between me and my sister? Me and Tony both, when it's time to pray, we in our dressing room, don't nobody come in.
First of all, what you're not gonna do is tell us that Tony Braxton does not know who the hell Krishan Rocky is. Let me tell you, she doesn't have to know her like that. But I feel like Tony knows enough, especially with those boys, teenagers she has. She knows enough to know that the girl is too damn much. And I feel like Tony probably saw, and let's say Tony didn't know who the hell she was. Tony probably saw that girl out there. You know what I'm saying? Got a whiff of her and was like, something's off about this character. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, for Tony to put her hand completely behind her back, girl, she knew who the hell that girl was.
They interrupt. Period. That's just something that we do. That's actually something that I learned from her. Okay. So, first of all, my sister has lupus, an autoimmune disorder. Okay. If I get sick, if you get sick, it's no big deal. If she gets sick, she go to the hospital. So what she not gonna do is touch a stranger's hand, embrace a stranger. She don't know.
I'm gonna be stopping the fuck out this video, okay? Because I can't. I cannot. I can't. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all girl listen. A stranger's hand, girl, and she can be touching anybody's hand and still get sick. It's how you going around trying to say your sister didn't know who this lady was. Girl, let's call a thing like we should have been doing it. Because I don't fault her for not touching this girl at all. Like, I don't like your energy. I don't want your energy on me. Put my hand behind my back. I'm here with Tony on that.
Oh, Krishan from Adam. Okay. And so when she walked in, it kind of startled everybody. So let's just address that there. Okay. You see that? And at the end, Tony patted her on the shoulder. Okay, huh? And actually, that was the first time that I met Krishan when she walked in that door. Yeah, that's why I turned around.
That was so fucking disrespectful for her to walk in.
And bring us back
prayer. It changes things
to our families.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
So let's move on to the next subject. Yep, God is good. Yep, won't he do it? He's able. So this is the picture in the middle of my show. When they was introduced to each other. We started talking about Baltimore. We started talking about, coming from a whole bunch of siblings. And everything was all fine and dandy. And let me tell you something. Toni Braxton don't stay for nobody's concert. She don't stay backstage. She sings and she leaves, not even hers. She stayed most of the time. We had a blast. It was cool. That's Billy Woodruff over here beside Tony. That's Tony's best friend. Everything was great. Everybody was happy. No beef. No drama. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide because today is D-Day. Since people want to sell videos, people want to, just put everybody on blast and have people come up with their own stories. Today is the day of the real.
But I do feel like this, Tamar. I just feel like if you would have cleared this up sooner versus later, it would have been no footage for people to try to put out, sell, and allow others to create a narrative. If you would have set up the narrative for them in the beginning. But that's just what I'm thinking though.
Real story. So let's move on. Okay. This right here is right after James get busted in the face with a 1-2 bow back. Okay, yeah, that is still in my dressing room.
So do you want to? You gonna press charges or you just? Yeah, I'm pressing charges. I didn't do nothing to that girl.
Oh,
we can't leave until the police. Oh,
is that the hit that we made up? Oh, now see, now James is my best friend, and I would never ever do. Look at my baby lip. I would never ever do him like that. But at this point. It has gotten above and beyond out of control. Okay, nobody is lying on nobody. Nobody wants no trouble. Nothing. That was the legendary Toni Braxton. Okay, nobody needed a clown. Okay, hello. Nobody's trying to get on Zeus. Lamel is a good friend of mine. If I
what's your nose?
We wanted to
I
show
believe
that.
that.
Your tooth is chapped.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So do you want to?
Yeah, please press charges on her ass.
I'm pressing charges. I
No,
didn't do nothing to that girl.
busted.
Well, we can't leave him to.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if y'all will read, this happened today from, his name is Keon Pierre. I don't even know the man. He said this footage that was leaked from Tamar's dressing room to TMZ TV was captured by me. The only people who have possession of it, other than myself and boop, the bitter one, and somebody named Rodney Jr. I don't even know him. These two bozos are in cahoots with each other because they are friends. Do not use my footage to stir the pot of drama, especially if you distort the quality. He's talking about his quality, okay, child? I know that's right. Everybody fighting for their rights today, okay? He said, don't use my footage to stir the pot of drama, okay? Especially if you distort the quality. I know that's right. Everybody worrying about their body of work. Me too. That's why I'm here. Okay, Tamar Braxton, I am deeply sorry that this footage got out, and I would never do anything to tarnish you or your family's brand and name. Yes, because the truth of the matter is, me and my sister meant no ill will towards nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our touring business. We take it very seriously. And the truth of the matter is, James, I'm so sorry. I love you with all my heart and soul, but your friend sold you up a river for $5,000. Yep. Somebody said he sold the video to TMZ. The man here, Keon, said y'all sold that video, not me. Keon said y'all sold that video to somebody named Charlie for $5,000. Now, I just want to give y'all a little story time. Y'all want to know another story?
Girl, go ahead. Hurry up.
This is Travis, and he has a bit of information that he'd like to share. Travis, would you step up to the podium and give the people of God the information that you know?
So what actually led up to Krishan being angry that night before she attacked James was the fact when she got there, she had 10
It's
people.
so funny that y'all are now being so clear about him, about her attacking James, because I feel like he wasn't as clear before.
There, but she originally only told us that it was supposed to be 6 people with her. So LaTroy Davis, and you know I'm not lying because I was standing right there while you was talking to her and her team. You told the venue staff that only 6 people can be backstage and the rest has to go to the audience. So after she picked the 6 people, she was also told that she was the only one that can be on the left side of the stage by herself. After that situation happened, she ended up coming up to me and said, "Hey, fam, I'm not trying to cause any issues, but can I at least have one person over there?" And I asked her, who did she want? And she said, her manager with the dreads. So I've got one of the venue staff members, and the venue staff member brought her manager to the back. So after that, she was calm a little bit, and then she ended up coming up to me again, and she said, "Hey, fam, when am I performing? What time I'm performing? When time I'm going
Because
on?"
remember, I had said I had wanted her to come out and do a survive all the time doing the twerk off part. That's what you was talking about. Go ahead, now read on.
So I told her, I said, I didn't know anything about that, but let me go to the person who's in charge, which is LaTroy Davis, while we were on tour. At the time, he was in charge. So
that's his tour.
So I went up to LaTroy and I said, "Hey, Krishan said, when is she performing?" He asked me, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Krishan told me that Tamar Braxton told her that she can perform during one of the halftime things." He was like, "Well, she's not getting on my stage. She's not getting on my stage." And I was like, what do you want me to tell her? He was like, "Well, she's not getting on my stage." And he walked off. And that was that.
So that's the story. Please leave me out of the chat.
No, bitch, we will not be leaving you out of the chat. You are a part of the conversation. Therefore, you will be a part of the chat. And it's so funny that James is your best friend, but it took and you waited until your sister was quote unquote, I guess, attacked, which she shouldn't have been, for putting her hand behind her back. And then it took for that to happen for you to come out and talk about it and then tell the entire story. And then when y'all tell the story, y'all try to make it appear and seem as though the reason this girl attacked James was because LaTroy said she couldn't get on the stage. First of all, that's still a y'all problem, because why didn't you and Troy have a conversation and make it clear that this girl was actually supposed to be performing? And then for Troy to tell this young man, Travis, very clearly she's not getting on my stage, it is giving that he had a heavy hand in the tour, while you over there leaning to the side talking about some damn, but it's his tour. I'm like, well, shit, he was confident as hell to tell that man she not getting on my stage. So if that's what he told her, he about to told a lot of other folks, and you probably validated the fact that it was his tour. And then now that y'all are no longer cool or whatever, you trying to make him seem like he's the bad guy. And I mean, for me, I'm just having a hard time seeing that he's the ultimate bad guy. Now, when he went over there on Twitter and he said a lot of things that he said or whatever, I don't think he was really right. And, you know, like saying some of the stuff, but at the end of the day, I think he just was like disappointed that you put him off of that tour, which was a bit, you know, messed up. I'm over here skimming his Twitter page or whatever, but girl, yeah, that video ain't really proved nothing. I don't think it proved for me was that it took for your sister to be attacked on social media for you to come out and really want to address and speak on some things. And it's also giving that y'all out here protecting a predator, okay? And not a predator on a sexual level, but I'm talking about like a physical level. Like y'all letting Krishan sit out here and assault people. And I feel like, James, did you file that report yet? Was you pressing charges, or did Tamar talk you out of that? That's what I'm wondering, because the girl should have charges pressed against her. Now y'all want to be so clear talking about how this girl did attack this man, but y'all was pretty quiet on the front end. Like, I'm gonna let y'all talk about it, okay? But that's pretty much all that I have when it comes to this overall Tamar situation and everything that I talked about today on the quick chat. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And honey, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.